Hey y'all, so let's talk about blitzing. I know a lot of people ask me about how to use your blitz cards and how to talk to people in person about the opportunity because I know that's really hard for some people. And it was really hard for me at first too. But a blitz card basically, so your business card is a little bitty thing like this and it has your info on it. A blitz card is a postcard size card. And mine says, "Hey, gorgeous, I bet you take amazing selfies. Contact me to buy, host, or start your own beauty empire." And then the back says, "Friends don't let friends buy bad makeup." So I'll put the link in the comments on where you get these. But this is what a Blitz card is. I had no idea what it was. Like, even a year into being a unique presenter, I had no idea what a Blitz card was. So they are amazing, though. These are great for talking to people about the opportunity. So I always have at least 10 in my purse at all times because that's my goal, is to give out or put 10 of these somewhere every single day. So if I want to just put them somewhere, if I'm like in the doctor's office or something, I will place them in magazines. I will, and I don't just, put tons of them everywhere. I'll just a couple of them. You don't want to spam the office or like make people mad at you for putting your blitz cards everywhere. But even sometimes I'll carry tape in my purse and I'll tape it up like to the bathroom stall. Like if I'm at the movies or a restaurant or wherever. Like I said, you don't want to like tape these all over the bathroom everywhere, but just one here and there isn't going to hurt anything. So let's talk about giving it to someone in person. The easiest thing for me to do to start talking to someone is to give them a compliment. And honestly, no one's going to be rude to you if you're giving them a compliment. So that automatically opens them up to kind of hear what you have to say. But so usually what happens is I'll be talking to a girl. I haven't tried this with the guy yet. But the easiest thing to do is go up to a girl and you compliment her on her makeup. So, and it has to be a genuine compliment. People can tell when you're being fake. But I'll usually say something like, "Oh my gosh, I love your eyeshadow. What brand is it? Or do you mind if I ask what brand it is?" And then they'll say, "Oh yeah, it's MAC," or something like that. And I'm like, "Oh, awesome. I love that color. It's so pretty. I'm going to have to check it out." I run a cosmetic company, so I'm constantly checking out everyone's makeup. And then they'll usually say, "Oh, really? What company?" And then I'll say, "Have you ever heard of Unique?" And you want to ask them a question so then they can keep responding. You don't want to just say, "Oh, Unique." You want to say, "Oh, have you ever heard of Unique?" And they'll either say no, or they'll say something like, "Oh yeah, I love it. Is that the 3D Fiber Lash Mascara?" And then of course you can talk to them about it. Or they may say something like, I've even gotten this sometimes. They'll say, "Is it one of those pyramid companies?" And I just kind of don't even go into that. I just automatically say, "Oh yeah, oh my gosh, it's a blast. It's so much fun. I've been doing it for almost 3 years now, and I've built a team of over 3,000 women. I just can't believe how much I love it." And then I just kind of ended at that. And so if they say, "Oh, cool," that kind of ends the conversation. If they don't keep asking me questions about it, otherwise I'll keep talking to them about it. But if they're like, "Oh, that's cool," then I'll say, "Yeah, and if you ever know anyone that's interested in making some extra cash, send them my way." And then I'll just hand her my card. That's it. So that way, it's not like you're trying to recruit her. Um, you know, it's easy to say, if you ever know anyone that wants to do this or interested in making some extra cash or loves makeup or whatever, just send them my way. And that works a lot. People don't usually, they're not usually rude when you say something like that. So, another tip is you don't want to word vomit. You want to keep it short and simple because people are either going to get bored or they're going to feel like you're being a used car salesman and trying to sell them on something. So I just keep it super simple and kind of let them ask the questions if they want to know more. Okay, so I know that it's scary at first, but the more you do it, the easier it's going to get, I promise you. So don't be afraid to blitz and don't be afraid to talk to people. The easiest thing is to set yourself a goal on how many you want to give out a day. Like I said, I do 10 a day. I always have 10 in my purse. And, if you keep making excuses, and you say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it later, or oh, I don't want to talk to that person, I'll wait, until somebody brings it up or whatever, then you're never going to do it. You're just going to have to get over yourself and just do it. Because once you do it, it's going to be easier, and you'll get used to it, and it'll just be like second nature to you. I know that it's very intimidating at first, but really, like, what's the worst that can happen? They either are going to look at you like you're crazy, and then you're just like, okay, whatever. You'll never see this person again, probably. They might turn around and walk off. Okay, bye. Like I said, you'll probably never see them again. Or they'll say no thanks. Most people, if they know what it is and they just don't want to talk to you about it, they'll say no thanks. And you're like, okay, that's it. It's really not that big of a deal. That's the worst that can happen, is they're going to say no thanks. So if they tell you no thank you, it's okay. The biggest thing you need to remember is that this is not about you. This is what you have to offer other people. So if you believe in your heart that this is an amazing opportunity and you want everyone to know, then you're going to stop being afraid to talk to people about it. So like I said, just get out there, try it, do it a couple of times. It's going to be like second nature to you. You're not trying to sell anybody on anything. You're not trying to, spam them. You're not trying to give them some long speech or trying to make them sign up tonight or anything like that. All you're going to do is just give them a compliment that will kind of lead into, oh, I noticed your makeup because I run, a cosmetic company. And then they can ask questions, or they can't, or they won't. And if they don't, like I said, just say, if you ever know anyone that wants to make some extra cash, feel free to give them my info. So it's really simple, guys. So get out there and blitz. And if you haven't done it before, let me know what you think. Try it. I promise, like I said, it's a lot easier than you're thinking. The worst that could happen is they're going to say no thank you, and that's not a big deal. Just move on. You'll probably never see them again. But a lot of people, and you will surprise yourself, a lot of people will contact you and they will want to know more. A lot of people will keep talking to you about it, and they're going to want to ask you questions and know about it. And this is a great way to sponsor people. So get out there and give it a try. Bye, guys.